Check the radio, pit crew is far from slow. The lights no longer yellow. Ready, steady, go. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 In love with the ride. Burning rubber smells real nice. Fuel it up once or twice. Come on, fast is the way to drive. Crowds all on their feet. Not one bothered by the heat. Imagine them in the driver's seat. Treasured flag would be sweet. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Everybody get ready. On your feet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Crank it up. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Crank it up. Finger to the sky and a green light.
And hello, everyone, and welcome back to PTM Racing TV. We are live here tonight at Kokomo Speedway for the first rating of the Winters Clash at Kokomo. Hi again, everyone. I am Christian, the Crusader Driver. Welcome back to the show. What a show we've got lined up here for you here tonight. But before we get into the action, get into the adventure, as always, we got to start off by showing you guys our little track tech talk for the evening. As we see the track, very unique in shape, not necessarily the D shape or the oval style we're used to seeing for the dirt stuff. Usually this is a little more of a kind of a bean-shaped track, a little more interesting style, so cornering off these positions will definitely be key. But the one thing you're going to notice tonight big time is the bottom and the high side difference. On the early start, you're going to see a lot of guys really running that bottom line. You're going to see a lot of guys trying to get the outside line to stick in later. However, there's one little key note we're going to say right now. They need to be careful about how they start off on this track and how they run into this track to start. As we get ready to go into heat number 1, we'll get more into that in just a minute. Let's start them on the pole. It's going to be Brooks Trammell in the 22. It is outside. Brandon Johnson in the 21. Run number 2 is going to be Sage Luther in the 26. It is outside. It'll be the 45 of Dane Lloyd. Run number 3, Davin Markham in the 43. It is outside. It's going to be Taylor Frost, the 142. Row 4, Kyle Ramsey in the 77 is outside. Cody Dorsey in the 34. Shotgun in the field. Jay Gribble in the 87. And real quick, we're going to mention one little caveat. Be aware that there are probably going to be different numbers and stuff on here tonight as we get ready to go here for our first set. This is heat number 1 coming your way here. Drivers locked, loaded, and ready to go here tonight. The lights are now on. That means one thing. It is time to go racing here live on the show and here live with us as we get things situated on in. Getting ready to go at it here. Getting ready to head on by here. Brooks Trammell in that 22. And then you got the 14 actually, Braden Johnson. Getting custom numbers, man. You got to be careful about those. Sage Luther in the 26 there. Dane Lloyd, I don't have to find a custom number on him. He's always got that 45 around here somewhere. Davin Markham in the 43 machine. And then, of course, the 14 of Taylor Frost in this case. And then of course, you got Kyle Ramsey in that 77 machine. Jay Crable in the back there working it through. And then Corey Dorsey in the 18 machine to round out our field as we are getting ready to get set for heat number 1, coming down around the turn, out of turn 3, going into 4. Green flag flies. We're underway. Right out the start, immediately a little bit of trouble there off the start there, unfortunately for Brooks, and looks like possibly a little problem there. Taylor Frost are going to get into that zone there, trying to fight his way in right now as the field works it on in. Right down in the back here, Braden Johnson trying to get some momentum back through, coming off those corners and into the zone. Drivers work him in right now. You see them coming out of a turn 2. That's a 3 wide salute there, right by there. Dane Lloyd, part of that is the meat of the sandwich while you get him through. Taylor Frost up 14, trying to make some corners off the inside line, trying to make it work. Ryan through and down, backing and around. Sage Luther there in the 26, making some moves down in the corner zone yet again, trying to get some runs here. Taylor Frost, though, trying to lay into that momentum, trying to fight off Dane Lloyd and Braden Johnson right behind him there as they come on down out of the front stretch. Oh, a little bit of contact there from Dane Lloyd to Brandon. That's to slow him down quite a bit. Taylor Frost having to get in there, get out of that zone as he got a little tag there, and another tag there by Devin Markham, which sends them both into a little bit of a heated spin, and it looks like Cody Dorsey, or Kyle Ramsey, I should say, unfortunately, spun around there, lost all his momentum. Now Jaden Crable in there in the 87 going to try to build some momentum down the bottom line. They go here, cornering him off. But right now it's Brooks Trammell who's got the race lead, but oh my, he's definitely thrown in hard, filling him in big. Running him on by right now, still through here. Sage Luther in that 26 machine, still got a pretty sizable distance and lead right now as our field works it through, coming down the final laps. 2 to go. Running him on through. Dane Lloyd right now trying to get his momentum back, trying to get a little bit of himself figured on in as we go on board here with him coming down around out of turn 1 into 2. As I mentioned before, you're going to see a lot of drivers trying to take that bottom line soon and take it quick, but the high line, when it comes later, it comes quick. Coming to the white flag to the checkered. Sage Luther getting second, but it's Brooks Trammell that will take home the race win. And heat number 1 goes to him out of that battle there. Taylor Frost, give him credit where credit's due, and a fight back for that one, really having to work it in here. Final results here on that one. Here, let's take a look at heat number 1's final results. So Brooks Trammell takes home the race win. Sage Luther getting second, third going to Taylor Frost, fourth going to Davin Markham, Dane Lloyd, fifth, round out your top 5. As we now situate them through here, we'll now grid them up into gridding number 1 here. Let's start them on the pole. It's going to be Caden Reynolds, and the number 1 is outside. It's going to be Alan Davis Jr. in the 36. Row number 2, it's going to be the 69 of Keith Hackney, and it is outside. It's going to be the 37 of Brandon Marlowe. Row number 3, Sweden Melgard in that 15, it is outside. Paul Scrivener in the 14. Row number 4, 422, Jordan McAvoy is outside. The 44, Brandon LaFawn. And shotgun in the field, Marco Mitchell in the 42. So as we get things situated on in right now, getting things taken care of here, drivers will load in and get ready to go back at it here once more as our field comes around, coming in through. A hot start here for them already, a hot start to say the least here on the starting position here as we get ready to go at it here. Field works it in. Thank you again to everybody tuned on in so far with us here tonight. Appreciate you guys always coming on out. Justin Johnson's in here. Alan Davis Jr. as well. Trent Henson also with us. Alan Davis Jr. rooting on for Corey Buckner. And then Trent Henson rooting on for old Dane Lloyd. Great to have you on board here. Alright folks, we get them wrapped back around here. We'll get them ready to go here on the restart, waiting for these drivers to get situated through. Off the high side to the bottom line here, the lights come on, which means it's time to go racing. 8 laps in this one here as they back them on through once again. Sweet Miller, oh, a little bit of trouble there in the back there. Look like Marco Mitchell getting stuck in the problem zone there, gets pushed on by there and has nowhere to go. Sweet Milgar trying to hang in there and give himself a little bit of a battle here. As Keith Hackney right now eyes Caden Reynolds there in that number 1. Alan Davis Jr. on the high side trying to make that one stick up there. He's got to be careful about how far he goes up there. If you try to wall ride up here, you're going to get in trouble tonight. That's the rule of thumb. So no wall riding allowed around here, folks. Through and through we go here. Back them on down their corner zone. Everybody in a hot pursuit and a hot battle here. Caden Reynolds right now in that number 1 trying to stay ahead of the field, though, as he's got Marco Mitchell in the 7 machine right now. Cornering it in, taking him to a whole nother level and a whole nother ball game, while Brandon LaFawn in the 484 tries to stick him on by and give himself a little bit of a fighting chance here. Running it on through here, everybody challenging him in hard, running him in quick. Keith Hackney slides it in down at turn 3, down at turn 4. Can't quite get that as a stick, though, as they move it through. Alan Davis Jr. right now in that 0 machine trying to hang in there, trying to stick ahead of the curve here and keep away from the problem zone behind him. Milgard right now trying to get some momentum carried through as we're coming on to our 2 to go. Caden Reynolds right now currently eyeing victory and eyeing that spot up. He is not letting off on that throttle. Take a close look at how hard he's running that bottom lane, how he's trying to stay into the tacky zone. You can see that car is almost just turning completely sideways because he's got to try to angle it in and corner off to get it to run in there as the white flag comes out for him. Still a heated contest though for 3rd. Keith Hackney trying to hold off Milgard. Milgard trying to go down low here. Maybe pull a little sweet Milgard action here. But out of turn 3 going into 4. Caden Reynolds will take home the heat number 1. And heat 2. And Alan Davis Jr. coming 2nd, 3rd going to Keith Hackney. 4th to Milgard and Brandon Marlowe finishing 5th. As we now load him in, here is Heat 2 results here. Caden Reynolds takes home that one. Alice Davis Jr. getting 2nd, 3rd going to Keith Hackney. 4th to Swede Milgard. And 5th to Brandon Marlowe to round out your top 5 here tonight. Now we initiate our gridding order for heat number 3. It's going to be Brunson Benning in that 37 machine is outside. Colby R. Collins in the 03. Row number 2 is going to be Jordan Gage in that 13 is outside. The 07 of Eric Dorsey. Row number 3 is going to be Clay Atwood, and the 111 is outside. The 11 of Nicholas Wiley. Row 4 will be Christian Grady, and is outside. It'll be Tyler Carter in the 4. Shotgun in the field, Robert McClellan in the 38. So field will work them on in as you get a good look at everybody here in their positions and in their cars right now, currently ready to go to war with one another, ready to go back at it here. You could say it's a little bit of a clash at Kokomo right now. We will have driver interviews and driver talks as we go here, folks. Right now the action's just a little too hot for our liking, so we can't quite bring in drivers as we go. These things kind of go hot and quick, but don't worry, we promise you we will be getting drivers in here as time goes on. And also we have a little word for our sponsors here later on as we get ready to go at it here. Lights are on, we're ready to go back to racing here as we switch way through here, getting it down into the corner zone. Back them on down around once again, back on through, here we go, back them in, here we go. Through and through, down and around, out of turn 3, down in turn 4 here. Brunson Benning's already got a good run there on the line, taking it to the bottom, holding it stable. Jordan Gage in the 13 machine looking to try to eye his spot and take over his position. Backing him on through, down and around, out of turn 3 and 4. Here comes Clay Atwood. Clay, the 111 machine trying to throw the haymakers early. Oh, a little bit of contact there by Colby R. Collins, and Jordan Gage sends it through, sets it on by as a 3 wide salute initiates right behind him. The 07 of Eric Dorsey getting in there with Nicholas Wiley, and looks like the 89 of Christian Grady. Grady's going up high. He says, let's see where this one goes. He's trying to get higher than Wiz Khalifa right now on a 420 day on 2020s. Right back him on down, around out of the back straightaway here in turn 3, down in turn 4 here. Jordan Gage still trying to catch up there and catch him up here as they come on down around once again. Laying into that zone, laying into the power here. You can see how hard he's trying to hang into that run and give it himself a little bit of a fighting chance for Brunson Benning. Not giving many zones here, not giving many line to the pockets or any room to mess up here. Colby R. Collins right now fighting him in, jacking him down around out of turn 1 and down into turn 2. The 3C machine now. Colby trying to get his way around Clay Atwood. Clay Atwood, though, tries to defend him off as he tries to get around to Jordan Gage. Jordan Gage defends him off on the bottom zone. Through and through, down we go. Here out of the turn 4. We're coming down to our final 2 to go here, folks. Right back him on back yet again, and it's still a heated battle here for second. Clay Atwood slides it right down the bottom, back in again. And Jordan Gage in the 13 trying to hold him off, trying to stay there. Whoa, and now Colby R. Collins throws in. And a haymaker thrown there by Jordan Gage and Clay Atwood. Coming to the white flag now. Time is of the essence. Who's going to take this one home? Clay Atwood needs one more big run to get around Gage. Gage defends him off and throws it around as Brunson Benning takes this one home. Jordan Gage will finish second. Third goes to Clay Atwood. Fourth to Colby R. Collins. And fifth to the 89 of Christian Grady. Take a look at Heat 3 results here as we bring it up to the scoreboard here. Here is the final results there. Brunson Benning taking that one home. Jordan Gage getting second. Third going to Atwood. Colby R. Collins fourth. And fifth going to Christian Grady. Strong racing to be had here so far, and we're not done yet. We're still going through the heats. Let's go into the next heat. This is heat number 4. Starting on the pole, Sheldon Oberl at the 105. Raw outside of him will be Justin Henson in the 18. Row number 2, it's going to be Chris Beavers in the 24. It is outside. That's Clifford Bellamine in the 002. Row 3 is the 25 and Nathan Lemons, and it is outside. That's Preston Orble in the 17. Next row on back will be the 25 of next will be Adam Sturgill. And the 49 is outside Trent Henson in the 88. Shotgun in the field, Tyler Van Kemp in the 51 machine. Final starters ready to go here, ready to go at it here tonight as we get ready for the next round of action here. Showcasing you guys, the driver's showcase here. Everyone's kind of moving around a little bit in our scoreboard and our leaderboards right now, so it's kind of hard to show everybody at one time and get them all in at the same time, and especially when you're ready to go at it here and ready to get fired on away here. Well, let's just say it gets a little easier said than done sometimes to do these. Waiting for the green flag to come on out. Back on around once again. Down through. Here we go. We're back underway. Sheldon Orable right now works them on through. Down around out of turn 2. And he's already got a hot start here. And how about this? Look at that. A 4 wide salute. Right out of turn 3 and turn 2 and 3 and 4. Still 3 wide. We got problems there on turn 4. Nathan Lemons gets sent on around and gets pushed out of his way. Had nowhere to go and nowhere to be, and unfortunately that slows up the momentum completely for him. Backing him on through, down around once again here. Everybody in a hot pursuit to get up to Sheldon Orable. He goes to the high side in that 105. As they go out, down and around a turn 2, the 3 wide slip was initiated there between Beavers, Bellamy, and Henson. Justin Henson trying to hold him off, trying to get some momentum there as his fellow family member Trent Henson follows in pursuit. Bellamy right now trying to hang with him and trying to give him a good shot here at the Bucky's 002 machine. We've seen him here on the show before. He is a hard charger when he gets it down. He gets things figured in. But right now he is not the hard charger. So far that'd be the 49 of Adam Sturgill, who is up 3 spots now. Trent Henson was in that zone but can't quite keep the momentum alive. Now up 4 spots, Adam Sturgill. How about this? Throwing in the haymakers there. Trying to get something going to the Extreme Savage machine. Working it by on around the corner zone into their area. Chris Beavers, though, in second, holding off some tough competition as Justin Henson tries to fight off some of his fellow Conrads and fellow rivals here. Running them on by once again here. We're down to our final 2 laps here coming through. Coming to the wire here, coming to our end here. Now we must initiate the white flag. Sheldon Orable, he is just a second and a half ahead of Chris Beavers. And he doesn't seem like he's going to be losing any time here. Throws a huge slider there around. Holds it around there. Keeps a nice power slide drift as they take a 3 wide there out of turn 2. Coming for the last transfer spots coming to the wire. But out of turn 4, it's going to be Sheldon Orable taking that one home. Chris Beaver's going to get second place. Third is going to go to Adam Sturgill. Fourth to Trent Henson. Fifth ends up being Preston Orable, and he will take home that spot for him there. Heat number 4 is in the books, folks. Let's take a look here. Sheldon Orable takes home first. Second going to Chris Beavers. Third to Aiden Sturgill. And fourth Trent Henson. Fifth to Preston Orable. Orbital. If I do mess up your name, I do apologize in advance. I always have a little thing, like, that's always kind of a reoccurring joke around here, is like, when's he going to mess up names? Well, let's get back down to business here as JC Floyd starts on the pole, and the 18 is outside. It'll be Garrett Marshall in the 789. Row number 2, it's going to be the 11 of Shane Yates, and his outside, it's going to be Micah Hideable, or Hiddleball in the 72. Row number 3, the 20 of the 11R of Braden Richards, and it'll be the 7 of Henry Smith. Next row on back, Daniel Worthington in the 46, and this 19 of Jordan LaFont. Final starter on the field tonight, Kyle Jarrett in the 39. Drivers are gridded up and ready to go here and get at it here now as we get things situated on through here. Everybody ready to go at it once again here, get things taken care of here. Ready to bring them onto a tee, ready to bring them to the limit, put the pedal to the metal and see how this one all plays out. As you see our showcase of drivers ready to go at it here tonight. They will lock and load them here, and tonight, folks, this race couldn't be possible without our good friends over at Dirt Track Junkies. 41 Shocks, 789 Designs, Team Elite Skeet Skeet, Team Salvage, Marco's Moose Ranch Hair Care and Tire Center, and Ooze Motorsports have presented and sponsored up tonight and helping to get the winner's circle a little bit more cash in their pocket and have a little fun with this one. As they bring him on down around out of turn 4 here, backing up through, we're underway, here we go! Head right back onto the corner zone. Once again, the 789 of Garrett Marshall already trying to throw it in there, give himself a little bit of a run as Shane Yates there throws it hard in the corner out of turn 2. Back down the back straightaway. He's got the 11R there. Braden Richards right beside him. Right through it. They come down once more out in the front straightaway. They are charging their way through here. A hot pursuit here for the race lead as JC Floyd's not running away with this one just yet. Right back down on the through. The 11R now. Braden Richards trying to make a move here down and about. Hits the corner tire out of turn 3 and 4. Manages to hold it stable, managing to keep it, stay on line, running it through. Shane Yates in the 11, looking to get up there to JC Floyd. JC Floyd right now having a pretty good solid run, still hanging in with the best of them. Right, by down out of turn 4 there, a little outside zone 3 wide salute there. As they back him on through, once again, everybody challenged in, trying to hang in this one as they come on by. Garrett Marshall, something gone wrong with him there. The motor's starting to slow up a little bit as Shane Yates goes to war here with JC Floyd looking for the lead. You can see how he corners off that high side and gets a hard run and momentum. And here he comes down around yet again out of turn 3 going to 4. He's got the 18 in his sights. Shane Yates wants this one. He wants it badly. Through, they come on by once again here. We're coming down to our final 2 laps here in a little bit, but as they back them on around, the hard charges are just continuing between these drivers and between the rest of the field. As they back it through, Braden Richards trying to make it into the 3rd spot and make his way around Michael Hildebrand. Hildebrand right now trying to hold it on down, keep his momentum alive as the battle for the race lead intensifies. White flag is out. Shane Yates trying to make one last charge to JC Floyd. Floyd and him going to throw at it here. Will Shane go to the bottom side and throw the slider? No, he'll keep it down low, keep it going. Out of turn 4, though, side by side. It's going to be JC Floyd. By about 1900th of a second, JC Floyd takes that one home, and what a battle to say the least for that one. Woo! Oh man, these are just the heats. We still got a whole feature to go ahead, but here is our final results here for heat number 5. JC Floyd takes home that one. Shane Yates getting second, third going to Micah Hildebrand, 4th to Braden Richards, the 5th to Garrett Marshall. As we now lock and load up for our next heat. This is not next heat. This will be our consolation race. So now here we go. Dane Lloyd in the 45 will start him on the pole. It is outside. It's gonna be Brandon Marlowe in the 37. Row number 2, it's going to be Kristen Grady in the 89. And is outside the 17 of Preston Orbital. Next row on back will be 789 of Garrett Marshall. And the 87 of Shay Crable. The 44 of Brandon LaFawn there. And then that's outside 07 of Eric Dorsey. The 18 of Justin Henson, and then the 7 of Henry Smith. Then it'll be the 34 of Cody Dorsey, and the 422 of Jordan McAvoy, with the 4 car of Tyler Carter, and the 002 of Clifford Bellamy there. The 46 of Daniel Worthington, and the 31 of Braden Johnson as well. And next, row 19 is going to be Paul Scrivener, and the 14 is outside Nicholas Wiley. Couldn't quite catch everybody there at the moment, so Jordan LaFawn there in the 19, and then of course the 51 of Tyler Van Camp, 25 of Nathan Lemons, the 38 of Robert McClellan to round out our field that have made the call here for this one. So field works them on in, working them through right now, getting ready to go at it here. We will have driver interviews here at the warm-up. We're just a little bit busy. Running them on through right now, getting ready to go at it here. As we jump up into position here, I think we're going to have some company here. Hey, Briar, you got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
All right, this is B-Main, right?
Yep.
All right, well, why don't you hop in and call this one with me as we get ready to go. Green flag racing here. 25 laps in the distance, Briar.
As they go off into turn 1, they're 3 and 4 wide. They try and shuffle and get them wound up as we get contact with the place. Oh, big wreck, big wreck.
Big wreck there out of turn 3 into 4, and unfortunately problems have arose there. The caution is out, caution is out. That was not the start we were looking for here, Briar. What happened there, my friend?
It looks like maybe we had too many people fighting for the transfer positions. As I go back and look at it, looks like maybe we just start off with slight contact, and that just led to the ladder effect. It looks like
sure there. Hey man, I think we got a little guest real quick. We're gonna throw into the broadcast. You mind a little guest?
No issue with me.
Well, let's bring him in then. All right, we got Mark Mitchell on the line right now. Mark, do you have a copy, sir?
Yes, got you.
Mark, how are you doing tonight, man? Right now, showing some great racing, some great battles, and I know you are big as part of this as anything here tonight to call this one.
We haven't done so good. Kind of wrecked out on our first heat. We're trying to make something happen, but I'm not a big fan of this track. Well, we just in it to have some fun.
For sure there. Well, if there's one thing you can say to the drivers for advice, what would it be to get them figured in here tonight?
Just let loose, have fun, and win some money. Shout out Marco's Moose Ranch Hair Care Tire Center, CNC Race Designs, and Thorne Zimmerman putting this thing on. It's a lot of fun.
For sure there. Appreciate you having on board. We're getting back to the race here, Mark. Thanks again for stopping on by, buddy.
Yeah, man.
All right, as we get things back around here, there, Briar, we're back underway, and the drivers are in a hot pursuit here for this one currently as we come on down around at turn 1, down into turn 2. A heated battle on the bottom and the high side, trying to figure out which one's going to get the better. Brand Marlowe and Dane Lawyer sticking to the front, though, on the top side.
Yeah, but it looks like Dane Lloyd just staying consistent with the top line as we got a slower car in front of him, kind of all over the place. The leaders will have to nitpick their way around him.
They will have
Maybe
to.
Marlowe can.
Oh, go ahead, bud.
They get around him. Figured Marlowe maybe try to use the lap car to his advantage, as the lap car looks like he's going to pull down to the bottom of turn 1 and 2.
Problems there, around, down, around yet again. We're having some drivers getting spun on by or having some problems keeping the car at bay, but right now, as you see right in the back here, Justin Henson going a little bit of war here with Clifford Bellamy here in the 8th and 9th spot as the field works it through a little slider action. They're thrown back once again. Brandon LaFawn kind of seeing all of it go down right in his sights. Henry Smith on the outside of the high side there, while the 07 of Eric Dorsey has to go to work here as he deals with Braden Johnson there in that 14 machine. Braden right now trying to hold the inside line once again, keeping him on through here as the caution comes back out there, Briar.
I'm not too. I didn't see anything happen on the track. Maybe just a halfway caution.
Looks like Cody Dorsey might have come to a sudden halt.
Oh, yeah.
Let's take it to the PTM instant replay and find out exactly what happened. Oh yeah, right down and around out of turn 4, gets into the wall. Gets a little too hard on turn 1, 2. Gets a little left tap from Nicholas Wiley, and that sends out for the caution.
As we repack them, restack them, see if the tippers flare or not.
We will have to indeed here, my friend. And again, Briar, we will have some race interviews with the drivers here in a little bit. We do apologize in advance for not usually getting everyone in like that, but the action's been so hot and quick tonight, Briar. It's hard to keep up with all this stuff, man. How do you do all that?
I can't even tell you. When Thorne told me you wanted to help him out with this race, I told him the best I could do is toss him some money and admin it.
Well, you admitted it, and apparently now you're talking here with me. So I'd say I think you're making your money's worth here tonight, brother.
Some could say that. It's been a joy though so far.
It has indeed. All right, as we get back on around out of turn 4 here, let's get him back underway here. Dane Lloyd shows them the way. And right down the bottom, here comes the 789 of Garrett Marshall with the 14 there. Whoa, Braden Johnson throwing haymakers already.
Braden Johnson from 7th looking to punch his ticket into the A-Mang. He drives it deep, sells it cheap. He looks like to be the only, or the first car anyways, trying to make the bottom side work as, you know, the majority of the field's running the top.
Yeah, he definitely seems to be trying to find a different line down there as we go on board here with him. You can see the kind of the zone he's trying to hit up. He's trying to stay out of that slick zone, trying to get that last bit attack to get around to Dane Lloyd. You see him kind of cornering up, getting closer ever so slightly to him and Brandon Marlowe. But the problem here, Briar, is he's not getting the runs there on the stretches like everyone else is there out that exit.
No, he's not. Another problem running the bottom is you got to keep the tires in mind, as if, you know, you tap that tire one time to the left front, your night could be over.
You're going to be over on your lid, or you're going to end up like what we said on here before, a trophy souvenir.
Oh, we got 2 cars at the wall, actually going down the front straight away. We got a wreck.
Problems there for Jordan McAvoy coming down. We got bigger problems right in the zone. Oh my, folks.
Oh my.
McAvoy coming to a sudden halt there. We've seen on the camera there, and everything else just kind of happened in. Let's go ahead and take a look at the PTM instant replay. See, maybe we can get a better idea what happened here. Looks like the 07 of Eric Dorsey got up on his on the lid there, almost up on 2 wheels, and the 44 even as well of Brandon LaFawn getting caught up, and as the rest of the field got kind of packed and jammed in there. Some drivers taking some damage and some getting away from it, but I think there is no doubt about it. The damage has been done to some of these guys tonight.
Oh, definitely. You know, on lap 17, you got 25 laps. That's always in the back of your head that you got to get up to the top 5 to punch the ticket.
I think we can both agree that when you're running here on Kokomo, there's only 2 lines to hit, the high side and the low side. But the one thing I did not mention earlier here on the show is that when that low side goes, it goes rather quick around here because that only opens up the high side, and that's why the drivers are playing up so high. But man, right now, they seem to be making it work as the caution comes out. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Man. I think I know what happened. I think the flagman said, what kind of line formation was that, guys? You cannot just pull off like that and think that I will not catch you. You have to line up in a position and make sure you're ready to go.
Yeah, I think Frank Flagman took a look at that start and he said no. Repack them, restack them, boys.
Rack stack and all that, they will get it back underway and take a look who's up on the high side now. The 14 of Braden Johnson now has that spot, and we'll see if it comes to play him right now, but the caution back out again. The flagman's still not happy and pleased with these guys. What's going on down there, Briar?
It looks like maybe, I don't know, maybe an issue with iRacing. You know, as you throw a caution, or you delay the caution, I should say, it only gives you another lap. And I guess that's maybe what they're having issue with. It looks like we're going to have a green-white checker, though, to finish this thing.
That'll be interesting to say the least. Transfer spot's going to be very important here because that really sets you up for the long run and the race coming here. But right now, currently, Braden Johnson is our hard charger of the night, up 15 spots from where he was at. And man, he right now is looking strong, but don't ever count out Dane Lloyd. If that man can get something figured in, you better watch out. But there's a lot of guys behind him that would love to challenge that up. Brandon Marlowe's one of them, and I've seen Garrett Marshall throw some haymakers here before. Let's see how this one comes to be as we're getting ready to go back to green flag racing here on turn 4. We're back underway, Briar.
As we take him off, down front straightaway into turn 1, Dane Lloyd's going to keep her down on the bottom as Braden Johnson's going to rim ride it.
And a 3 wide salute initiates there out of turn 2. There between Marlowe, Henry Smith, and Garrett Marshall. They swing it on by. Dane Lloyd trying to hold on Braden there on the bottom side. Coming to the white flag now. White flag is out. Braden's got the lead. Garrett Marshall falling in pursuit. Gets into the wall there. Dane Lloyd trying to get a momentum boost off out of turn 2, though.
And as we go down to 3 and 4, the fight for the last transfer spots on. Who's it going to be? It looks like Henry Smith on the bottom going to take over the last transfer spot.
Checkered flag goes to Braden Johnson here for the race win, and he's got to be pretty excited about that one. Maybe we can talk with him in a minute and see how that one came to be. But Dane Lloyd getting 3rd. Everywhere he started from the first spot, Garrett Marshall getting second, fourth to Brandon Marlowe, and then fifth to Henry Smith to round out our field here tonight. Woo, that was a mouthful there, Briar.
That was, if that was a preview of what we're going to see for the future, I can only hope.
Oh boy, I am excited as can be, man. You know we love some good racing here on PTM Racing TV, and right there, man, that's what it's all about. Well, we're going to go ahead and cut to a quick commercial break, but before we go here, folks, a quick word to our sponsors over at Dirt Track Junkies. To 41 Shocks, 789 Designs, Team Elite Skeet, Team Salvage, Marco's Moose Ranch Hair Care and Tire Center, and of course Ooze Motorsports are presenting and sponsoring up tonight's race to give you guys all the action, all the excitement that you can only find here on PTM Racing TV. And I think it's about time we go ahead and talk with some drivers here, Briar.
I agree with you. We find out, see what maybe the game plan is for these guys. You know, you got 50 laps, you got a lot of fast guys, and a lot of money on the line.
For sure then, I think the best way to start it off would be with the guy that ended up shocking everybody here as a hard charter, Braden Richards in that 14. Braden, or excuse me, Braden Johnson, not Richards. Richards, how are you doing right now, buddy? Looks like we don't have a copy from him in this case, so we'll go ahead and put him back in and leave him alone here. Let's say, do we have Braden Johnson with us on the call? No, it doesn't look like we do, so.
No?
So this is what happens when the producers don't give me any ideas, man. I always get the short end of the stick. Man, alright.
Let's see if we can get Dane Lloyd in here after his solid B main.
Why not? I think he would love to hear from us again. Alright, well, now joining us on in the booth here, this is Dane Lloyd. And Dane, you know, you had a strong start there in the feature, but those caution laps kind of got to you, buddy. What happened there?
Yeah, the bottom got a little faster, and I tried to move down there, and I'm not good on the bottom. Let them get by me, man. But hey, we made the show.
You definitely did indeed. I mean, any strategy going into this one?
No. Fourth on Grass League Kokomo, just survive.
For sure there. Well, Dane, we appreciate you coming on board once again. Always great to have you on PTM Racing TV. Good luck tonight, my friend.
Thank you, sir.
Dane Lloyd coming at it here tonight. Where are you at in the teams here as well, bud?
In what?
Where are you in teams-wise? You in Henson Racing or?
DTJ.
Oh, DTJ. Okay, my bad. Yeah, sorry guys. For those at home that are wondering, things behind the scenes. There's a lot of stuff we have to remember. So please do not hate us if we say like where everyone has to go, where everything needs to go. Trust me, it's already confusing enough. All right, I think we can go ahead and bring in someone from our boys over at Cocky Floyd Racing. Let's go ahead and talk with Brunson Benning. Brunson, do you have the copy, sir?
Yep.
Hey, Brunson, right now, currently getting ready to go at it here in the feature event. What's going through your mind right now?
Just hoping they get a clean, smooth race and just protect my car at the beginning, and we'll see how it goes. I think it's going to be top dominant, so just keep my car clean and we'll see where it goes.
For sure there. Well, Brunson, we do appreciate coming on board here tonight. We wish you nothing but the best of luck here coming into this race.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Taking the time to talk with us here now, and Briar, it's definitely been a long shot here and a lot of racing to go and still a lot of guys to talk with, so I guess it's no better time than to bring in another one here. Let's go ahead and bring in Clay Atwood. Clay, do you have the copy, sir?
Yes, sir. I got you, Chris. What's going on, brother?
Clay, man, what a fight you had there in that heat. What's going to be the big thing going into tonight, going into this feature to try to take home some prize money?
Man, it's going to be real easy on that gas pedal tonight. Track's real slick, and it's going to carry over from here, so from this point.
For sure there. Well, Clay, we do appreciate you on board once again. Keep on fighting, keep on trucking, and we'll see how it all comes down to be, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Chris.
Absolutely. Clay Atwood there in the 111 taking time to talk with us here. Bar, you go ahead and choose a driver to bring in. I'm not sure who's all in the main event. I keep forgetting here.
Let's take a hit at Mr. Brooks Trammell. It looks like he's starting on the pole. Let's see what his philosophy is for this 50 lap A main.
Brooks Trammell. All right. Let's see. Where is Mr. Brooks Trammell? Do we not have a copy with him?
I can't. I'm not even sure if he's in a Discord channel.
No, does not appear. We do not have him, unfortunately.
Alrighty.
Maybe we could talk to Cade Reynolds. Maybe we could talk to Cade Reynolds, I guess. Yeah. All right.
That'd be a good one.
Let's have a talk with him. Alright, so making his debut here on PTM Racing TV here tonight, Caden Reynolds already off to a hot start there in that heat. Caden, got a pretty good start from the heat and a good finish. What do you do to keep that momentum going into the feature?
I think with the track being slick like this and a lot of cars out here, just try to hit some consistent laps and stay out of trouble.
For sure there. Well, looks like we're about ready to get down to business here and get ready to go. Nothing but the best luck here tonight though, bud.
Thank you.
Caden Reynolds there in that number 1, getting ready to go at it here tonight, folks. And at long last, it is time to initiate our starting order here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, here's how we came to be. On the pole, it's going to be Brooks Trammell in the 22. It is outside. Caden Reynolds on the number 1. Row number 2 is going to be the 037 there. Brunson Benning, and is outside. The 105 is Sheldon Orborel. Row number 3 is going to be the 18. JC Floyd is outside. The 26 of Sage Luther. Row number 4 is going to be Alan Davis Jr. and 36 is outside. Jordan Gage in the 13. Next row on back, we will see it's going to be 24 of Chris Beavers and is outside. The 11 is Shane Yates. Row number 6 is going to be 142 of Taylor Frost and is outside. It'll be the 69 of Keith Hackney. Row 7 will be Clay Atwood and the 111 is outside. It'll be the 49 of Adam Sturgill. Row 8 is going to be Micah Hildebaugh and the 72 is outside. The 43 of Devin Markham. Next rows on through will be Colby R. Collins in the 03 and then the 15 of Sweet Swede Melgard. Next row on through, Braden Richards and his 20 machine, and it'll be the 789 there of Garrett Marshall. The 45 of Dane Lloyd and Henry Smith in the 7. Brandon Marlowe in the 37 as well, making the call as we get ready to start up here. Briar, are you going to stick around here with us and call this one?
Yes, sir, if you would.
Well, probably would save me a little bit of a headache or two and maybe some trouble or two, but yeah, I think we're ready to go back at it here and ready to go at it here tonight. So, race fans, this is what you've been waiting for. It's the feature of it. This is the Winters Clash at Kokomo here at Kokomo Speedway and Briar. A hot field on hand tonight, ready to see some hard racing. So let's get down to business. Here we go on a turn 4.
As they go down the turn, Brooks Trammell tiptoes it through the slick as Caden Richards high-wired handsome as they go down the backstretch side by side in turn 3 and 4.
Caden Reynolds going up to the high side already. Brooks Trammell there in the 22 trying to hold him off down the bottom line. Coming through once again. Here we go out of turn 1, down in turn 2. The hard power slide there by Brooks seems to work a little bit better. Reynolds trying to stay off that wall protection. You can't get into that wall too often. There's no wall right around here, Briar.
There's not. As we look back a little ways, you got Brunson Benning going 3 wide with JC Floyd and Sheldon Overley fighting for that 3rd position.
Sage Luther right now in the 26 machine fighting him on in, trying to corner off that zone, trying to hang in there as they back him through once again. Everybody in a hot pursuit here. Taylor Frost in the 14 machine trying to get some momentum onto Jordan Gage in the 13 as they continue him on around.
As we look around the track, you see you got them all the way at the bottom, all the way at the top. I haven't seen anyone try and tiptoe it to the middle quite yet.
We're in the chopper cam right now. Look at the height and look at the size and the distance that is between these drivers right now. But you can see the gap starting to figure in. Caden Reynolds is starting to get a run there on the 22 of Brooks Trammell. And it looks like as this race continues on, it looks like everybody's trying a different line in a different situation, trying to make a different position here. This is some serious running to say the least here.
Yeah, like you said, as they go down into turn 3 and 4, Caden Reynolds looks like he might be gapping or putting a little bit of up gap on second place Brooks Trammell. As Trammell goes to the outside to follow Reynolds, see if maybe he can make up some ground early in this one.
Chris Beavers in that 24 machine right now, looking to be a hard charger. He's up 3 spots right now, currently in 6th, started from 9th, working it through right now, trying to build up some momentum as a 105 of Sheldon Orable. Right now trying to do everything he can to get up there to Brooks Trammell, but getting into that wall protection a little bit. He's got to be careful about that. Race officials are watching.
Yep, race officials do not want any wall riding of any action. Also, if tapping the wall one too many times can also kick out the rear end, just like you said, and then possibly in your night.
If it ends your night quicker, you don't want that to happen around here, especially when you're running for all the money and all the glory here tonight. Clay Atwood a little bit up on that high side though as well, getting into that problem territory as the back of our pack fills it in right now. Everybody in a hot pursuit and a hot battle here, trying to make some runs, trying to make some positions up. There is definitely nothing to be had. There's a little bit of trouble there for Alan Davis Jr. out of turn 2. Caution is out. Caution is out. Woo. And just like that, when you think you saw it all and thought we were going to have ourselves a hot battle at the end, unfortunately, the glitch graphic gremlins come back to haunt everybody.
As I'm sure our leaders were probably happy to see that caution. Looked like within the next few laps, they might have been getting into lap traffic.
They may have indeed, but maybe a better way to find out is maybe with a guy by the name of Chris Beavers in that 24. Beavers, do you have the copy right now, buddy? It appears he does not have the copy. Unfortunately, it looks like the radio command controls are not going through the way we want to. I blame the producers for that one as usual, so I do apologize in advance for that. Alright, well, it looks like they're double filing up here, so they're getting ready to go back out of here, Briar. This should be a heated one here. Still got over 40 laps to go here to finish this one out, my man.
That's right. As we roll them slowly down in the turns 3 and 4, see the kind of restart Reynolds can get on Brooke Trammell.
Indeed, indeed. Right back down around. They'll come by here, waiting for the green flag. They are piling up. Rack stacked and all that. You know, it's time to get back down to business here. Here they come out of turn 4. Reynolds sets the tone, sets the pace, and we're not going to green just yet.
Not quite. Maybe a little premature. Oh, okay. As we take them off down the front straightaway, it looks like Reynolds gets the clears Brooke Trammell as he goes straight back to the top.
Back on through. Look at this on a 4-wide slip there out of turn 1 down into turn 2. They hold it clear and hold it stable. Everybody in a different line of spot trying to see which one will stick the most. They hold the 3-wide slit as JC Floyd goes to work with Sheldon Orville and Brooks Trammell there on the outside. Meanwhile, that 105 is Sheldon right there working it through, and the 14 machine now as well, giving some momentum here. That's Taylor Frost there trying to hold him out still as they take a 3-wide out of turn 3.
Taylor Frost making the bottom side look easy as he just seems to be tiptoeing his way to the front. He's done gained one position, working on the second one. To get in the 4th place and see if you do anything with the leaders.
He seems to know how to work that position better than most people around here as it gets a little bit of a tag there, unfortunately, from JC Floyd, the 18. That sets them both back. Harris Brunson Benning now in the 37 makes a run for it.
Looks like we got a little bit of ladder effect on the bottom side. Clay Atwood involved. It looked like someone hit the tire.
Caution is out. Caution is out. Clay Atwood and them unfortunately involved in that one. You saw there on the screen just a minute ago. Yeah, I mean, I definitely know there's a little bit of heat when it comes to these races and it comes to these battles because everybody wants the same thing. They want to win, but as a driver, what do you do, Briar, just to stay out of that trouble zone and try to stay focused on what matters here?
About all you can do is look further than your front bumper. You got to try and predict about what's going to happen around you, which as we found out in this race here alone, you know, you basically can't.
For sure there. Well, right now, though, it seems to be working out just fine for them as we are getting ready to get back at it here. Field working it through. Sheldon and Orville now up a spot here. 5 spots there for Chris Beavers in that 24. Man, he's starting to hard charge this one.
Yeah, he is. As we, Sweden Melgard, no newbie to the street stock leagues, find himself restarting 14th to see if maybe he can make a mid-race charge to the front here.
He's going to have a little bit of work to do here as he's got a whole field ready to go at it here as they'll come down around one more time by. Field working it in, field ready to go. The flagman says 1 to go, boys.
See if maybe Caden Reynolds can get the restart that he had last time, or if the second place starter maybe stay a little tighter up against him so he can't slide up in front of him.
There's 24 drivers here ready to go at it. 24 of the best ready to fight it on through here as the flag flies high again. Here we go. And look right down the bottom. Here comes Sheldon Orville, the 103 now moving it through. Oh, he got spun. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, my.
Oh, Heartbreak City for Sheldon Orville.
You know, there's a Sheldon Orville fan group going into the chat right now, and unfortunately that was not what they wanted to see. Let's take a look at the replay. What happened here? Let's find out. Looks like he just got it slightly slowed down in the 37. Unfortunately, Brandon Marlowe just tags him barely, and it looks like bigger problems there for the 13 of Jordan Gage coming to a complete standstill there.
Oh man, let's see how the race officials call this, see if they maybe give him a spot back or they just send them both to the tail. but heartbreak city for sure in Orville, like you said.
I mean, I hate to say it, but I mean, generally when you look at something like that, I always try to think, okay, was that a racing incident or was that intentional? If I had to say anything, I hate saying it, but it looked like more it was just a racing incident. I can say I've been on the receiving end of that before, folks. It sucks and it's not fun, but you know, at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do here.
What are they doing? Everybody?
So they'll bring him on down around once again, and they back him through once more here, back him by here. Brooks Trammell in the 22, going to charge his way ahead as Caden Reynolds tries to do battle here as they go down the outside line already. Whoa! Brooks gets a little wobbly there after Caden gave him a little bumper to there. That might set him back a little bit. We'll see how that plays out later.
Oh, Caden looks like he might, it looked like maybe he was going to repay the favor, but he backed out of it. As there's 3 wide right behind him, going back into turns 1 and 2, Taylor Frost tickling the outside.
JC Floyd there on the bottom of the 18, while the 1 of Caden Reynolds tries to go to work here, trying to hang in and on by. In the back of our field right now, Colby R. Collins trying to get some momentum going there in the 3C as Swede Melgard and him going to work here. Brandon Marlowe on his outside and the inside line as well of Adam Sturgill. Working it through, everybody giving it a hard shot. We're still 3 wide. Clay Atwood now involved in that one here, there, Briar.
Yes, he is. Clay Atwood, maybe, like you said, now he's back out the outside, tickling the outside, so maybe gain some momentum as Swede Muggar's working the inside him to go down the backstretch, but Clay gets the run on the outside and just keeps pushing along.
Brooks Trammell on the outside, still going to work here with Caden Reynolds as they continue him on by the field, working it through. Everybody in a hot pursuit for the same thing, the money and the glory as a throw slider made out of turn 2. A huge slider and a half there from Reynolds to Brooks.
Oh, Reynolds gets it to the leader.
Brooks gets spun, JC Floyd takes it over. Sorry, the producers cut me off there. I did not mean to cut you off there, bud.
No issue at all.
Oh man, that right there, man. That's what racing's all about. But that was definitely not what Caden Reynolds or Brooks Trammell wanted to do there. We're getting word from the chat here. Brooks was trying to talk with us here, but he didn't have time to get with us, unfortunately. So if he is in the top 3, we will talk with him at the end of the race here. Unfortunately, just a little too much action going on out there right now for us to try to bring folks in and bring them in right now there.
Oh, definitely. I'm not sure we'd want to bring Brooks in after that little incident anyways. Maybe some choice words would be said.
Yeah, probably. That's why I usually don't bring in people when that stuff happens. Or let me rephrase that, the producers don't. The only thing I do is I just stand here and look pretty. That's what I was told to do, so they'll bring him back on around right now, getting things taken care of here. The field ready to go to work once again here. We'll see how well this plays out here for our drivers. As they back them on in down the corner zone, everybody going to get filed back, double file up. They will stay under caution until everyone is re-racked, restacked, and all that here, Briar.
That's right. It looks like Henry Smith was given a wave around. And it looks like Brooks Trammell. We're going to give Brooks Trammell the spot after all that went down.
A lot of folks join us in the chat. I'm sorry I haven't talked to you guys all night long. I know I mentioned you earlier, but Craig Zanke and Janzik joined us in. Wayne Pierce, Cortland Smith, Jonathan Cooper, Jan Pottle, William Bruce Mann Jr., Chad Rigby, Drew McAvoy, Brad Doss, Tracy Renee, Jeff Oakes, Rodney Christensen, Brooks Trammell, Jonathan Ziegler, Jacob Lassier, and Corey A. Suber, as well as Felix Roy. Thank you guys for all tuning in tonight, and thank you for coming on in. What happened out of turn 3? What? Briar, what did I tell you about letting him get too aggressive on that start there?
I'm not even sure I have any words for that. It looks like maybe a few guys thought we were taking the green going into turns 3 and 4, not coming out.
Last time I checked, this is not asphalt racing here. You're not supposed to be trying to play that kind of stuff around here. This is dirt track, boys. You got to work your way to the front, not try to take each other out like bubble. Oh, wait, never mind. I should keep my mouth shut.
That's right. We just got to stand up here and look pretty.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, back on the great flag here. We go down out of turn 4 here. I usually make a Kyle Busch reference there, but I'll keep my mouth shut as Brooks Trammell makes the throw a haymaker that Caden Reynolds and make him eat his words for that little slide earlier as the caution comes out again. Well, anybody want to get a beer out for every time we have a caution? I think it might be a few shots in now.
Don't sound like too bad of an idea.
Just make sure you ain't driving right now. I know some folks are coming to the chat, they're driving, so please don't text and drive right now. I've warned you before, don't do it again. Anyway, get back things around here. JC Floyd in that 18 machine, man, he's really working something in here, really giving himself a fighting chance here. Let's see maybe how he's feeling out there real quick. We can get a quick chat with him here. Let's take a look with him. JC Floyd, do you have the copy, sir?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, right now you are hard charging your way up there. You got 2 heavy hitters right in front of me and 1 beside you. What do you do to try to stay ahead of the curve?
Hopefully hit the bottom. I can't run the top at all, so.
Yeah, well, right now, though, seems like everything seems to be working towards that bottom line zone and the outside, so if both slick up enough, maybe you might have a chance here, but nevertheless, good luck, and thanks for tuning on in tonight, buddy.
Thank you, buddy.
JC Floyd taking the time to talk with us here. As we get things back on around, Brooks Trammell will have the race lead here on the start. And we're not even halfway through this one here, folks, yet, but we do ask if you are in the chat still in the stream, please share us around, and go ahead and like and follow us up here on PTM Racing TV, where the action will always be hot, and it'll be crazy to say the least, as much as our commentary is, and that's why I have Briar here tonight, try to keep me under calm and cool and collective, because he knows I'll go over the top tonight.
Always, always.
Right down around out of turn 4, Brooks Trammell leads him on in, and you know Reynolds is already trying to set up a slider on him. Oh, gets into a ball there right at him out of turn 1.
That sets him up to be 3 wide, going down the back straightaway for second place. It looks like Taylor Frost, JC Floyd, going to try and share the bottom.
JC Floyd trying desperately, as we just talked with him here, hoping not to give him the broadcaster curse to fight. It is fading around, throws the haymaker, the slider is in his shade, and Reynolds at Trammell, and caution comes out as it did it. What will the race officials call?
It looked like maybe the caution was out before Reynolds threw the slider, so it won't count, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, guys, we have no way of knowing what happened there. Maybe we can get a... Take a look at the replay. Maybe we got something here. Looks like Melgar might have gotten involved in something here. Stay backing on around, and yep, unfortunately gets spun on by there. Melgar nowhere to go, and unfortunately nowhere to be. That definitely set him back quite a bit there. Jump right there for him. And that was the SDK Gaming powered PTM Instant Replay. As we will bring them back on around once again here, man. This, like I said, there's one thing that we love calling dirt for. It's when the action gets hot, cool, and collective. But short track racing, man, when it gets good, it gets good. And some haymakers and sliders never hurt anybody, right?
That's right.
All right, join us in the chat now. Looks like Brock Poole's coming on to the board, saying, "Let's go, Brooks Trammell," and Jacob last year rooting on Taylor Frost. I'm not saying that last thing he just put. You can read it for yourself in the chat, folks. Field working it in. Briar, a lot of hard racing and battles to come, but you know the drivers want to give it everything they can to try to get that payout and that money here tonight. They don't want to sell for anything but a win.
That's right. You got 300 big ones on the line.
300, wait, 300 big ones? You mean to tell me there was $300 on the line and they didn't invite me to run out here?
That's right. I helped sponsor, and I wasn't even invited.
It's all right. You and I can make our money here in the booth here. Wow! Off that start, Caden Reynolds didn't even get off the start line without spinning in there. The car just comes to a scratching halt. Oh my! Those rear tires spun in too hard, and that took the 18, unfortunately, of JC Floyd to the upper room. Unfortunately, and damaged highly on that front car there, man. Now, what happened on that start?
Like you said, it looked like they went to take off, and Reynolds maybe spun the back tires, came straight down the track, and takes out his teammate, JC Floyd.
See if we can get a look at a replay here from another angle here, see what happened here. Let's take a look in the cockpit here. See, right off the start, watch Caden Reynolds there in the one right there. Just overdrove that corner, and there's one thing we've taught in dirt is that you cannot overdrive that throttle. You have to be steady on it, or it will cost you big time, and it did him there. Tough break there for JC Floyd.
As I'm sure Brooks Trammell probably didn't mind seeing that happen, as Reynolds was all over the back bumper, it seems like the whole race.
Indeed there, my friend. Well, right now the driver's ready to back out of here, ready to get back underway. Green flag flies back out here on the track. We're underway once more.
Brooks Trammell takes it through turns 1 and 2, and Taylor Frost following on the high side.
4 wide there out of turn 2 going.
As they tiptoe it through turns 3 and 4. It looks like Clay Atwood crawling his way to the front. Maybe he'd be the dark horse pick for this one.
Well, I would say Clay Atwood, knowing what I've seen of him here on the show, you can't underestimate the dark horse. He's definitely one of those guys that just will fight to the end. You heard him talk earlier. He said his strategy was to just run the line and run the spot. and hope it'll stick. And right now it's doing just that. Chris Beavers, though, in that 24 machine is looking pretty strong on the bottom line, making it stick down there, while Brooks Trammell still up on the extreme high side. And the thing is, folks, he's not touching it at all. He's literally cornering down on the bottom and making it stick.
It's crazy as the track gets slicker on the top and bottom, guys. They try and get more unique with their driving lines. It looks like Brooks Trammell, maybe he's driving down the middle and then shooting it across the track to the bottom as he comes off to get that run going down the straight.
Brandon Richards in the 11R right now, fighting his way through as we got problems there. The 37 of Brunson Benning, or excuse me, it was Brandon Marlowe coming to a complete stop, and that will set up another caution here. I was just about to say here, my man, where Brady Richards in the 11R, he's up 14 spots right now. He's a hard charger, and he wants to get to the front.
Oh yeah, definitely. You always, when you start in the back, you get the hard charger awards always in the back of your mind. That if you can, half the battle is staying clean, then the other half of the battle is just being faster than the guy in front of you.
It definitely is indeed. Brady Richards, you got a copy real quick, bud?
Yep, I'm here.
Hey man, I apologize for the little hiccup earlier, but right now, man, you're fighting in with these guys to the best of your abilities. What's going through your mind right now as you get up to the top zone?
Oh, I'm just trying to get in there straight on the bottom and come off in that tacky.
That seems to be working there. Anything you're kind of worrying about here in these last few laps here?
I'm just trying to keep my nose clean, finish as good as I can.
Well, they definitely are doing a good job of that so far. We appreciate coming on board. We'll see if that 11R's got something here for these boys.
Yep, thank you.
Brayden Richards taking the time to talk with us here. And I think the producers have made up for their error earlier, so now I can go ahead and give them their paycheck later. Oh, wait, I mean, not me. I mean, well, my boss, but whatever. Anyway.
Whatever works.
Yeah, whatever works, man. We're on PTM Racing TV. There's no script, there ain't no nothing. We just come on here, we have fun, and this is all. We're all drivers and we're all spectators, but when the time comes, folks, we want to give you the best damn show around. And this right now, it's been some pretty solid battles, and we do appreciate you guys tuned in. Sean Shriver and Kyle Hall have now tuned on in as we're coming down past the halfway point, coming to our final laps. Brooks Trammell there is going to lead him in once again, but Chris Beavers has got his eye on the prize. Here we go down at turn 4. We're back underway there, Briar.
That's right, and don't count out Shane Yates. Shane Yates, he won 3 out of the 4 prelim races before this thing, as he fights for, he's 4th, battling for 3rd on the outside, going into turns 3 and 4.
He's running that outside line pretty good here now, booking it into the middle zone, maybe looking for the middle shelf to stick a little bit as they take a 3 wide there down at turn 4 there.
As the whole field follows Brooks Trammell down the back straightaway, it looks like Trammell might be putting some distance between himself and 2nd place.
Clay Atwood right now in the 111 going back to the bottom side trying to make it stick, and as I say that, I think the broadcaster curse got him again because Sage Sluther gives him a little love tap there, and that's enough to slow his momentum completely down as they come out of turn 4. Problems there for Brady Richards. He's slowed up way back there, couldn't quite get it to straighten out there.
Looks like the big winner of that whole deal was Dane Lloyd, as he looks like he's just cracked the top 10.
He's cracking high zones, he's cracking spots, he's a hard charger, folks, up 13 spots now. Moving it through right now. We'll see how well that plays in later on because he's still got a lot of work to do, but he's going to the high side. He's flying higher than Wiz Cleveland. Snoop Dogg on 420 here, boys. Here he comes down out of turn 2.
I just follow the pack, 2, 3, and 4. Dane Lloyd, he get loose, comes out of turn 4.
If you're gonna laugh, just laugh because the yellow flag's out. If you can take your mic off and go ahead and laugh, I know that was a pretty bad joke. I'll admit that. Caution is out. Caution is out. Hey, I outwarned you. There's no script around here, but I didn't say I wouldn't throw haymakers at people. I had other stuff.
That's right. I was hoping to not give Dane Lloyd the commentator curse, as you said, and just as they start talking about him, he gets loose coming out turn 4 and causes a wreck on the front straightaway.
He did indeed there, and unfortunately slowed down quite a bit there and kind of problem backed into his own. We'll see how well it plays out for him here. He's got a lot of work to do in the field right now as we look through our field. Currently the 72 of Michael Hildebaugh in the fight right now, Micah Hildebaugh. So I think it's only a better time than now to bring him in right now. We've got Micah Hildebaugh in the chat here, the 72H. Micah, do you have the copy?
I'm on here.
Hey man, right now before we get back down to business here, you're working your way up, 9 spots up. What do you do to get to the top spot though?
Oh, well, I'm just trying to keep it up on the top right now. 3 and 4, It's a little iffy right there. I don't know where to go. But hopefully the bottom slows down a little bit and the top comes around again. We'll be all good.
For sure there. Well, we definitely appreciate taking time in here, man. Good luck. Finish strong.
Thank you.
Micah Hillebot taking the time to talk with us here as we get back down to business here. Coming down out of turn 4 this next time by. Briar, I've called a lot of hard racing and a lot of hard battles, and besides the fact that producers don't know how to work overlays still or how to work these things in, they seem to be really having a good time out here.
That's right. Nothing like, you know, like you said, Saturday short night, short dirt track racing.
That's my style. That's my racing, baby. That's what it's all about around here. Coming down around out of turn 3 and 4. Watch for that start. Brooks Trammell gets it into the tack and gets a hard charge off that run. We're back underway. Taylor Frost right now on the high center zone trying to make some runs here. We're on board here with him.
Looks like they might be taking it 3 wide for the race lead coming out of turns 3 and 4.
They definitely did indeed. Chris Beavers was in that hunt and in that zone. They went back at it once more as they continue it on by. Everybody fighting their way in through. Everybody challenging, desperately trying to make some moves and make some runs, to say the least. But Taylor Frost still going to the bottom line, trying to make it stick up there as they back up through. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Oh, no. And we've got one spun on around there. That's Brandon Marlowe in the 37. You know what we're going to do? We're going to take it to the PTM Instant Replay, find out what happened here. So it looks like he tried to throw a haymaker at Markham. Devin Markham, that is, in the 43, but gets stopped sort of round and out. Oh, the Liv Moss, number 7, Henry Smith, unfortunately decided to throw the slider in the wrong direction. Thankfully, though, I think that dent will come out a little bit better than usually food from Taco Bell comes out. Wait, did I say that out loud?
You always gotta keep a bathroom nearby when you got the Taco Bell.
Well, at this point, right about now, I'm probably going to get fired from my job anyway, so.
Might as well let it all hang out.
Hey, why not? So we're getting back underway here, ready to go back to action here. Looks like we're having a little bit of trouble there with the instant replay for the moment. We're trying to get that fixed on our end. There we go, we got it up. All right, folks, we're going to bring him on down around out of turn 4 once again. Brooks Trammell, talk about a heavy hitter and a half. This kid just does not give an inch and not giving anything to any driver out here. He's looking to try to outwit and outsmart the field, but the problem you got here, you got Taylor Frost in the zone. You got Chris Beavers, who's worked a hard charge, up 7 spots. Frost is up 7 right now. Shane Yates is up 8. And the rest of the field right now is just hunting everybody down, trying to make their moves and make their time when it's needed. Briar, I don't know who to call. You know I don't pick favorites around here, much less any drivers to win.
I'm not sure you could pick a favorite with all the hard hitters, like you said, in this one.
For sure there. Well, they come on back down around once again down on a turn 3 and 4. We're back underway. Let's get back down to business.
As Chris Beaver follows the leader straight through turns 1 and 2, let's see if he can get the run down the back straightaway. He follows him into 3 and 4 too.
Down the bottom here, he goes back on through here, trying to make some momentum, trying to give himself a little bit of a fighting chance. He's got Brooks Trammell right in his sights as we're on board here with him. And you just watch him work that wheel, swinging it straight, right, left, and about, trying to keep that thing online. That's how slick it is out there right now, guys. They have got to hang on for dear life and hang on as a 3-wide salute initiates there for the lead.
Just as you say that, the yellow flag comes out.
Man, what is it? Every time I get things going good and get everything figured in, all of a sudden the speed demons out there unfortunately get taken down by the old caution devil himself. Who in their right mind is not letting them run this race? Is it the caution devil again here, Briar?
I would probably have to say so.
The Lord,
definitely.
God, the Lord of Speed does not approve of this, my friend. You know as well as anything, when you turn your Bible to Excelroncles verses 7, when you sing the song Speed, I am Speed, I float like a Cadillac and I sting like a beaver, you got to make sure you're running your line in as hard as you can. But apparently the Speed Demons and the Speed Devils, or whatever you want to call them, and that darn caution devil just continues to show his ugly face around here.
Guys, it looked like we had some unsportsmanlike conduct under caution right there.
Whoa, whoa!
Right through the infield, going after Clay Atwood.
That will be a automatic DQ or DNF if that is the case. I'm not sure what happened there exactly. And I do not have the replay for that. I don't think we want to bring up the replay for that one. Well, Barada driver is getting racked back around here, and unsportsmanlike conduct, I believe, has sent the one of Caden Reynolds out of the ballpark and into the doghouse. So he came from the White House. He goes into the outhouse and gets put into the doghouse now.
Ooh, as we get into, we're in that moment of 10 to go. I guess tempers are just flaring for some of these drivers as we've seen.
I guess it is indeed. Well, nevertheless here, folks, as they get them back around right now, getting ready to go back at it here. Drivers working it through, working to their position here as we get them by. Now bringing them down around out of turn 2 this next time around. Pace truck is off the track, which means one thing, 10 to go. And let me tell you something, folks, there's a lot of drivers that want this win. They want that $300 and they're out for blood. But who will be the one to take it home? Brooks Trammell will lead him in down out of turn 4. Whoa! And the 11 of Shane Yates not getting the start he wants there. But Taylor Frost really got a start there. Comes down low out of turn 2, going into turn 3. He's heading to the bottom side here, Byron.
That's right. Taylor Frost tiptoed around the bottom side. Maybe bottom might just happen to come in with 10 to go.
Oh, look out down the front stretch. We got trouble. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Whoa. Keith Hackney in that 69 goes for a ride and a half, and not the good kind of ride you have on a Friday night. This was a little bit less than that. Take a look at the replay and find out what happened here, Briar. They go 3-4 wide out of turn. Looks like it was out of turn 4. Out of turn 2 there, or turn 4, yeah, it was, and unfortunately got contact made there on the 789 at Garrett Marshall, and problems just started up from there, my friend. So our field will now work back in. 12th caution of the race, and still got a huge crowd on hand. Guys, thank you again so much for tuning in. And I hope you're still enjoying this as our field gets ready to get back on around. Real quick, before we continue on with our race, though, we do want to say real quick a quick word to our sponsors over at Dirt Track Junkies. Or tonight's race is sponsored in part by Dirt Track Junkies. 41 Shocks, 7, 8, and 9 Designs, Team Elite Skeet Skeet, Team Salvage, Marco's Moose Ranch Hair Care and Tire Center, and of course Ooze Motorsports for bringing this show on and bringing everybody out here tonight. We do appreciate you guys tuning on in and giving the drivers a chance to help us out here and have a little bit of a payday here. And I guess one thing is nice about broadcasting is that you don't have to worry about trying to get fluttered and upset when it comes to the money being on the line.
That's right, and it looks like our admins may have switched the restart to a single file from all the restart issues we've been having here.
The race control saying we need to go to a single file, which means one thing. They're going to need a really, really good restart if they want to hang in this one now.
I'm sure Brooks Trammell didn't mind the single file restart as we take it back to green.
He definitely doesn't indeed. Coming down around once more. We're back underway. Oh, big trouble around a turn. Going into turn 1. Micah Hildebaugh takes Adam Sturgill on the 49 for a ride. Cautions out again. Oh, boy. That was definitely not the start you want to see out here. Take a look at the replay. Now the old love tap comes back to haunt him. It comes back to get him a little bit there. Take a look at the replay on another zone here. We'll see what happened here. Just come on around. Once again, you can hear the motors kind of revving in, and then that little love tap. Unfortunately, getting kind of spun on by there, and trouble started up for him there.
As we only got 7 laps to go, I'm sure tempers, strategy, everything comes into play here.
It definitely does indeed right now as we get ready to get back underway here. Let's truck. We're having some troubles out here right now, currently getting the system worked in. Just a little heads up for everyone at home, we did have a little update with our stuff in our overlay, so if you have seen some changes here tonight, we do apologize in advance for kind of having some issues with that, but trust me when I say it, we're just kind of getting things figured out. As we say out here on the show, when the glitch graphic gremlins come back to haunt us, well, trust me, we try to find to exorcise the demons and tell them that the Lord of Speed shall not amend to this. All right. Whew, got a little out of hand there, my man. We're gonna try to calm down. We got you. Calm down a little bit. We're gonna get ready. You know why we're gonna get ready?
We're about 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. All right. You know why we're gonna get ready though? We're gonna calm down because we're gonna get right back to green flag race here. Brooks Trammell comes off out of turn 4. He leads them in here.
As they take up through turns 1 and 2, it looks like we stay clean and green finally after 7 tries as they go down the back stretch.
We still got a long way to go before this one can be called good, and right now Shane Yates, the 11, knows all about that as they come on down around out of the back straightaway here down turn 3 and 4. Taylor Frost still trying to make that bottom line work as Chris Beavers does everything he can to stay in that zone and stay in that run. They'll back him through once again down out of turn 1, down into turn 2 here. Siege Luther right now doing everything he can to stick it in there and give himself a fight. Alan Davis Jr. right now in the 0, back from the grave and back from the dead, as you would probably hear it on a Skillet song, working it through right back here into the zones.
As we come into under 5 laps to go, Chris Beavers has his sights set on Brooks Trammell.
He definitely does indeed as they work it through. Looks like almost a 3-wide saloon maybe coming into play here. Like down the bottom, here comes Braden Richards, the 11R, down out of turn 2, gets a hard charge. He sneaks his way in like a thief in the night. He found a window and he snuck in there to take it away from Alan Davis Jr. and work his way through as they come on by down once more. Laps are winding down. Final 3 coming into 2. Oh man, you know this is going to get a little hectic as long as they can hang on to that line. Beavers is trying everything he can to get up to Trammell though.
As we look back a little bit further in the pack, it looks like an absolute hornet's nest for this battle for 4th place.
It definitely is indeed right now. That's between Alan Davis Jr., Taylor, and Shane Yates and Braden Richards as we're coming down. White flag is out now, folks. Here we come through one more time. Brooks Trammell gonna try to hold off Beavers one more time as they come on by. Out of turn 3, they'll go into turn 4, and Brooks Trammell is going to take it to the checkered flag for the $300 purse. What a win, and what a race. Fireworks are going off here, Briar, and you know that means one thing. We have called it a night. What a race, and what a fight to the end. That, my friend, is what you call dirt track racing at its finest.
Yeah, like you said, that was just a hectic race, I think, for everybody, especially within that 10 laps to go when we hit that caution stretch.
Indeed it was here, and what a win it is for this man right here, Brooks Trammell, the Clash at Kokomo winner. And what a race he had to put on just to even get to this moment. What a win and what a race all the way through. Great stuff from these drivers. He puts the 22 machine into victory lane. Folks, don't go anywhere. We are going to talk with our top 3 here in just a minute, so please be sure to stay on tune. If you're wanting to go home and call it a night, well, you're probably already home right now because it's 2021 still, and it's not really any different than 2020, but what do I know? You can tune on, you can stick around here on your phone or your computer, television, wherever you're watching us right now to see our top 3 here, talk with us here, and we'll maybe have a few more drivers here come talk with us here as well. I think we may bring in Mr. Thorne here to talk about how this race has gone and maybe how well he was seeing it tonight here on his end, because I think honestly we should always give a little word to the guys that make these even possible to begin with, don't you think?
Oh yeah, definitely. There's a lot of, groundwork that goes into making something like this go down.
For sure. That, well, nevertheless here, Taylor Frost right now, we're giving him the timestamp code. We're going to give him time to try to get in here. He has joined us now in. That means only one thing. It's time to talk with the top 3 here tonight. Our 3rd place finisher, Taylor Frost, has come on aboard here. And Taylor, man, the 14 was flying high and put up a fight. What was going through your mind tonight?
I was just trying to hold on right there at the very end. I didn't have nothing for them 2 guys in front. I was just happy to come home 3rd.
You definitely did indeed. You were still all the way through, man. We were kind of talking about it earlier, and that was, you know, how well was the bottom or the high side going to work? But you decided to opt to that bottom, as you mentioned, as we were mentioning before, and you know, even I think Breyer said it best. Like, you were just making it look stupid easy down on that bottom because you just never seemed like that car got loose or off-centered. It was just staying straight as an arrow all the way through. What was the key to getting that set up like that?
Just to ease it off in the corner. If you went in just a hair too hard, then you were just going to miss it completely. You just had to ease it off in there.
For sure there, bud. But nevertheless here, a third place finish here tonight. And what a finish and what a way to do it. Coming home with a little bit of cash in your pocket and a little bit richer in the way. I got to ask you, Taylor, who do you want to thank you for this finish on PTM Racing TV?
I got to thank all my guys over at DTJ. The endless help. I got to thank my wife and my daughter and my parents for always watching the stream and supporting. I got to thank Charlie Milner for this sweet-looking hot rod. And thank you guys for putting this broadcast on, and thank the Zimmermans for putting this race on.
For sure there, Taylor Frost finishing third here tonight. Congratulations on that finish. What a run to the end, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Taylor Frost, your second place finish here tonight in that 14 machine. Taking a hard charge and a half here tonight here. Let's go ahead now and bring in our second place finisher here tonight. This man right here, Chris Beavers in the 24 Beavers.
I might have to, hold on, I have to fix my speaker.
Okay, hold on a minute, folks. We'll give him a chance here to kind of fix things up here. We'll give him a few seconds. Bro, you see what happens when they're not...
Hold on, I got to fix my speaker.
Sounds like you might be having a little issue with his speakers.
I would say probably he does have a few issues with speakers. We'll let him breathe there for a second and let us know when he's ready to come back in. I honestly don't want to try to kind of like talk as we go here and then have issues on the mic end, so I want to make sure he's all good there before we let him in.
Is Braden Richards still online by chance?
Braden Richards?
Yes, sir, because it looks like he might be the hard charger, maybe worthy of a quick interview.
Yeah, tell him to come on in here if he wants to. Yeah, we'll bring him in. We haven't got to talk with anybody too much tonight, so we want to do that with him. So, all right, looks like he's got it fixed now. Let's bring him on in now, guys. Folks, he has joined us in now, Chris Beavers. I hope he got the mic issue there fixed, brother. Beavers, do you have the copy, sir? Well, we had him a minute ago.
Now I got it.
Hey, there he is.
I'm on my phone.
All right, hey, Chris Beavers right now, man, finishing second in that 24 machine. You were really working it through all the way through there, man, and you had some hard competition to get through and some hard battles. I mean, Taylor Frost went up 8 spots, but you managed to get yourself a nice solid 7 spots in there, too. Very hard charging for the tough track like this, I would say.
Yeah, I enjoy running with all these boys. We run about every night together, and we all run pretty good and stuff. But I got to give a good shout out to the one that put it on there. I thank him for letting me at the last minute pay to get in and stuff. And I like to thank my dad, my mom, my team, H&L, my boy, Eunice for broadcasting it. Shoot, it's been a long time since I've gave you an interview, so kind of speechless and nervous too.
There ain't nothing to be nervous around here, brother. You worked your way in, you worked your way all the way through. You had a lot of battles to go at it. You did everything you could to get up to that spot, into that zone. And I mean, I'm going to ask you real quick. I mean, really, what was the hard part about kind of working around Kokomo and kind of figuring out how to play this track in your opinion?
In my opinion, is just kind of keeping the car smooth and kind of keeping it straight and trying to be easy on the gas. JC there, he was good in the run with there. I watched him a few times, and I kind of stowed his line there, and kind of, whenever he got messed up there and had to go backwards, I kind of stowed his line and kind of worked it to my advantage there at the end to finish second.
For sure there, man. Well, at the end of the day, what a race and what a run at the end. Who do you want to thank you for the second place finish here tonight?
I guess Jamie Massey for helping me out and get going real good. He helped me out a lot. And H&L for bringing me on, and y'all for putting this on.
For sure there. Chris Beavers in the 24, your second place finish here tonight. Congratulations again, my friend.
Thank you, bud. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Taking it on home here tonight, and what a finish all the way through. But now, before we get to our hard charger and all them for the night, I think it's only fitting that we go ahead now and bring in our #1 driver here tonight, that being Brooks Trammell, taking home the W and taking home the cash prize. He joins us in now. Brooks, what a finish and what a race all the way through. You had to go through some hard competition to even keep that one secured, but what was the big key to success that you were able to outmaneuver with everyone here tonight?
Big thing was just keeping level headed. Once I lost the lead around like lap 8, I seen what's his name. He was just getting a good line, and I just knew if I would have just stayed level headed and just hit my marks, I was going to be able to get back up to the front.
For sure there. I mean, what earlier on when you were running with these guys and having to kind of fight in the later half of the pack and trying to move back through, what was really the hard part for you that you felt kind of going in with the way the track was burning and the way stuff was kind of going through for you?
Well, I knew this. I started watching the top, the way it started slicking out, and my rear end started kicking out on me, and I just seen there was a little more tacky right there in the middle, right below the top, and I was trying to apex it the best I could to where I could drive off and get onto the straightaway and roll down to the next corner.
For sure there, man, and at the end of the day, it all stuck by. It stuck work to the end and kept going through and through. A strong finish, a hard charge, and a win, to say the least here, having to hold off some extremely tough competition. Brooks, you are the winner here tonight, taking home that cash prize. I got to ask you, man, your first trip to Victory Lane on PTM Racing TV, who do you want to thank you for it?
Oh, man, you're exactly right. This is my biggest win ever on iRacing, really. I won some championship races where I won $100, but to actually win a single race and win $300, that's pretty daggum cool. First off, I want to thank Extreme Savage Chassis for bringing me on. We just started up a new deal. We're working together. Keith Hackney, Rod Tucker, Jamie Massey, Bailey Hipp, Carl Kilgore, Michael Putman, just a bunch of us. We get in there and run together. Adam Sergel. Our main sponsors is SRI Performance, iRace Wraps, Pit Lizard, Pit Lights, ML Performance, Renegade, and Race Fuel, and Brock Pool Transportation.
They definitely have all the makings in the mat to get that car into the spot and into the trap. And tonight, Brooks, you are the champion, taking home the prize and all that. Congratulations on putting that 22 machine into Victory Lane, brother.
Thank you, man. Yeah, man. I don't really I know I just said a lot, but man, I'm trying to take it all in. That's pretty cool to win.
It definitely is indeed. Take it all in and celebrate with your friends and family. This was well earned and well deserved. Congratulations once more.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, your race winner here tonight, Brooks Trammell in that 22 machine. Briar, I know you joined me in a little later than usual here, but than I'm used to for some of these things, but I can't say enough. Thank you so much for tuning in here on the B main and call that feature of me. That was a lot of fun, my friend.
Oh yeah, definitely. Thank you for having me.
For sure there. Before we go, folks, we got a few more things to take care of here, and we'll go ahead and talk with our hard charger as well as another driver here. But if you guys want to tune out right now, that's all right. But we just want to make sure we let you guys know everything how it went down. Here's the official results here for our top 18 guys. Brooks Trammell getting that win. Chris Beavers getting second. Third going to Taylor Frost. Fourth going to Alan Davis Jr. Fifth to Braden Richards. Shane Yates getting sixth. Seventh to Sage Luther. Brunson Benning in the 8th, 9th to Garrett Marshall, 10th to J.C. Floyd, 11th to Brandon Marlowe, 12th to Swede Melgard, 13th to Dane Lloyd, Trent Ensign, 14th, 15th to Colby Art Collins, 16th to Adam Sturgill, Davin Markin getting 17th and 18th going to Henry Smith to round out our 18 driver field there. Now we do have a hard charger as well that we want to talk with here. So we will go ahead, but as soon as we get everything situated out here, we will go ahead and bring him on in right here and now and see how he felt and how he did here tonight. Looks like he is not with us anymore. I don't know where he ran off to, if he's still with us.
As you said, it doesn't look like he is with us anymore. Maybe it looks like he cut out early.
I think he did indeed. Let's see if maybe we can get a hold of him here real quick. Well, let's talk to Mark Mitchell here in a second. So we'll go ahead and bring him in now, and then we'll see if we can get a hold of our hard charger. But real quick, let's just bring in Mark Mitchell, and then we'll get to Thorne Zimmerman if we can't get to Braden Richards here. But Mark Mitchell, you got a copy here, bud?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, how about that race, and how about all that went down tonight? That was definitely something to say the least here, bud.
Yeah, man, that was a pretty wild race. Shout out Thorne and Kyle putting this thing on again. Lot of lot of lot of cautions, but I mean, I think they've done a pretty good job of keeping everything under control and looking. I like to look past those sort of things. Other than that, it was a pretty good race. Tough luck for Clay Atwood and a couple other guys. Chris Beavers looked awful fast this race, so I mean that kind of surprised me. That's a hard Charger award if I've ever seen one. But yeah, overall, I think it was a success. I'd like to see Thorne and Kyle throw another one up, throw a different track in there. I personally hate this track, but as you can see, that's why I didn't run worth crap. But it's all good.
It's all good in the hood, all good in the zone. And Mark Mitchell, I mean, at the end of the day, this was still a great time and a great stuff going on here tonight. Man, what a show and all that. It was a lot of fun to call, obviously, and having Briar here helping me out. But I gotta ask you, man, going to the next one, what's gonna be the main thing everyone needs to watch out for?
Under caution, there's a lot of they were kind of laying back and just throwing a lot of unnecessary restarts that just kind of got piled up, junked up. Just get where you're supposed to be. If iRacing is making those calls, get where iRacing wants you to be. Things like that, just little petty stuff. It wasn't. I mean, I think it was overall a success. I think Thorne and Kyle done a really good job on it.
For sure, there, man. At the end of the day, it's a great show and a great battle all the way through, and we do appreciate you guys having us come on out and being able to do this and support up the show and these drivers. Everyone deserves a voice and a chance to be shown here on TV and on the show, and what a way to do it here, Mark. Thank you again for everything, and hope you're doing all right.
Yeah, man,
brother.
I appreciate you broadcasting this thing. You do an excellent job. I'm sure you'll be on board for the next one. Marco's Moose Ranch Hair Care and Tire Center will definitely be on the next one as well, man. We appreciate what you do, and we'll see you at the next one for sure, bud.
Absolutely, indeed. Mark, thanks again for taking your time, brother. We'll see you next time here on PTM Racing TV.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Absolutely. Mark Mitchell taking the time to talk with us here. All right, Briar, let's go ahead and get Thorne in here because I think we're going to have him as our last guy here tonight. So, Thorne, real quick, before we call it a night, you got a copy, buddy?
Yep, I got you.
Hey, Thorne, before we wrap it up and say one last little piece of word to our sponsors and our drivers and fans out here, we just wanted to bring you in, maybe give you a little thoughts on how everything went tonight and how everything you felt was for this race.
Oh man, so the heats were a lot better than I expected. Honestly, I figured everybody would be training on the bottom. I was very pleasantly surprised to see everybody actually running different lines and keeping it close. The end of the Consi a little rough for everybody, but I'm glad that some people came away with it. I was very surprised to hear Braden actually take the 50 instead of transferring over, but that brought second through fifth in, and then the feature started out really good, really clean, and then as we all know, cautions breed cautions.
Definitely does indeed. And at the end of the day, I mean, I know we were trying to get Braden in there for a while, try to talk with him here as well as some other folks, but it kind of didn't quite work out that way because of all the hecticness going on. But I mean, at the end of the day, though, I mean, I think the racing honestly just speaks for itself, and sometimes that's really all that matters in this stuff, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, everybody, went out there, gave it their all. Everybody tries to win. You can't blame them for it.
For sure there. I mean, nevertheless, though, I mean, with everything going on and everything that's happened, I can say fully that we would love to bring you back onto PTM Racing TV ASAP. This was a hell of a show and a lot of fun to call. Thorne, we just want to bring you in real quick and say thank you again, man, and hope you're doing all right through the stuff and everything going on.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Thanks for being the ones that agree to put it on.
Hey, man, we used to say it a long time ago. We do the easy work, y'all do the hard work. But I think with everything going on now, I think it's even splits. So we'll take that any other week. Thanks again, Thorne, for everything.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, Thorne Zimmerman, everybody, the madman who controls all this stuff here in Briar. It's time to call it a night, brother. But before we do, we gotta have a quick word and thank you to this race being presented and sponsored in part by Dirt Track Junkies, 41 Shocks, 789 Designs Race Graphics Department, Team Elite Skeet, Team Salvage, Marco's Moose Ranch Hair Care and Tire Center, and of course Ooze Motorsports for helping us bring all this to life and bringing everything that you've seen on the track and all that here. What a show it was, Briar.
You got that right.
Well,
as we've seen drivers taking out other drivers through infields. We've seen high side passes, seen 3 wide action, everything you'd want.
It was was insane. It was crazy, and it was some good stuff. And I gotta believe whenever the next one comes up, we definitely can imagine we're probably gonna want to come back out here and give you guys the best show and everything. But hopefully, fans at home enjoy this, and hopefully everyone, drivers wise as well, go back and watch this and enjoy this one as well. This was a hell of a lot of fun to call. So, Briar, we gotta call it quits sometime. We gotta get some last minute things done. So, from all of us here at PTM Racing TV. I am Ben Christian, the Crusader Driver, with help from Briar Zimmerman here. Guys, thank you so much for tuning on into the show. As always, love you guys. So thank you for your support and everything you guys have done. And until the green flag flies next time, be safe. God bless. Take care. And good night, everybody.